Alright guys, the playoffs are here after this, so please comment below and tell me who you think is going to win it all. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a like, and as always, drop a comment. Now let's get started with our 4 games for the WNBA on the 11th of September. New York Liberty versus Chicago Sky, team comparison. The New York Liberty come into this one already locked in for the playoffs, while the Chicago Sky are simply closing out their season. Liberty has been the stronger squad all year with better shooting and more consistent play, but their biggest weakness has been on the road, where they've really struggled against the spread. Chicago, even though they've been hit with injuries and drama around Angel Reese, has still shown fight and managed to cover in several recent games. Cardoso has been the bright spot for Chicago, while New York relies heavily on Sabrina and their outside shooting. Spread: Chicago Sky plus 12.5. I don't think Liberty is going to push too hard in this one since it's their last game before the playoffs. Expect to see more bench players get minutes, and that should give Chicago a chance to keep it closer than people think. Total under 156.5. Both teams have been trending toward low-scoring games, and with Liberty likely dialing things back, I don't see this one shooting past the total. Moneyline, New York Liberty. Even with limited minutes for their starters, Liberty is still the stronger and healthier team. They should take this win, but I don't expect it to be a blowout. Player prop suggestions. We don't have any player props for this matchup because platforms like Underdog and Hard Rock Bets haven't posted lines. Most likely, it's because the playoffs are about to begin and rotations could change. So for this game, no props to cover. Phoenix Mercury versus Dallas Wings team comparison. Phoenix Mercury are already locked into their playoff spot, but they've still been solid lately, winning 11 of their last 16 games. They've been hot from beyond the arc, hitting 10 or more threes in each of their last 3 outings, and their bench continues to give them a big lift. Dallas Wings, on the other hand, are really struggling. They've dropped 21 of their last 24 games and have had no success covering spreads at home. With Arike Ogunbowale and multiple others out, they just don't have the depth to match up in this spot. Spread: Phoenix Mercury negative 5.5. The Mercury blew out the Wings by 30 points in their last meeting, and with Dallas shorthanded again, the spread leans Phoenix's way. Total under 166.5. Both teams have trended toward the under, and with rotations limited before playoffs, scoring could dip. Moneyline: Phoenix Mercury negative 240. The Wings haven't won in over a month, and Phoenix has been steady against weaker Western Conference teams. Mercury should walk away with the win. Player prop suggestions. This game, no props to cover. Golden State Valkyries versus Minnesota Lynx. Team comparison. Minnesota Lynx have been the most dominant team in the WNBA this season. They average over 87 points per game and own the league's best point differential. Nafisa Collier and Kayla McBride keep the offense rolling, and at home they've been extremely tough to beat. However, with the top seed already locked in, the Lynx might not push their starters too hard in this matchup. Golden State Valkyries, on the other hand, are still fighting for playoff positioning. A win locks them into the 6th seed, while a loss could drop them down to 8th. They've been one of the strongest defensive teams all year, leading the league in opponent points per game at 76.4. Despite injuries to Kayla Thornton and Tiffany Hayes, they've covered 6 of their last 7 spreads and should treat this game with playoff-level urgency. Spread: Golden State Valkyries plus 6.5. Minnesota has already beaten the Valkyries 3 times this season, but with Collier questionable and their playoff spot secure, Golden State has more on the line. That urgency makes taking the points the smarter angle. Total under 151.5. The Valkyries are built on defense, and 11 of their last 13 night games against Western Conference teams have gone under. If Minnesota does rest players, scoring could dip even further. Moneyline: Minnesota Lynx negative 300. Even if they rotate more minutes to the bench, Minnesota is still the deeper and more consistent team at home. Golden State might cover, but winning outright in Target Center is a tough ask. Player prop suggestions: Janelle Salon, over 1.5 3-pointers made. She's been reliable from deep lately, hitting 2 or more threes in 4 of her last 5 games. Even if she doesn't score big overall, her shooting from beyond the arc makes this a strong angle. Napheesa Collier, under 20.5 points. Normally she's a consistent scorer, but with Minnesota already locked into their playoff spot, she might not be asked to carry the load. Expect limited minutes or a lighter role, which makes the under more realistic here. Las Vegas Aces versus Los Angeles Sparks. Team comparison. The Las Vegas Aces are entering this game on absolute fire, winning 15 straight. They've been locked in on both sides of the floor, led by Asia Wilson and Jackie Young, and now pushing to secure that number 2 seed for the playoffs. The Sparks, on the other hand, are out of the playoff picture. They've had some nice wins recently, but overall their defense has struggled all year, allowing nearly 88 points per game. That's the worst in the league, and it shows against elite teams like Vegas. Spread, Aces negative 10.5. Vegas has been covering against Western Conference opponents, and they're still motivated to close the season strong. The Sparks have dropped 8 of their last 9 home games against winning West teams, and with nothing to play for, I think the Aces cover here. Total, under 169.5. Both teams trend under, especially in night games. The Sparks have gone under in 5 straight at home, while Vegas has hit the under in 6 of their last 7 night matchups. I don't see this turning into a high-scoring shootout. Moneyline. Las Vegas Aces negative 650. Vegas is the better, deeper, and hungrier team with seeding still on the line. The Sparks are eliminated and banged up, so the Aces should have no trouble finishing this one out. Player prop suggestions. We're not doing props for this matchup. Alright guys, that's it for today's breakdown. Once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and always leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you next time.